World Prospector School. I'm back out here in the GPAA Bautista Creek claim, and I'm checking out right here. In this area, there's a bunch of quartz veins through this cliff, and there are people on the GPAA Bautista claim website that say this is the source of the gold. So I ran a metal detector over it last time and didn't see anything, but it could have been fine and deep. So today I'm going to take some samples of the quartz, take it home, crush it up and pan it, and see if I find anything. There's a whole bunch of veins, so it could be one of them, it could be several of them, could be none of them at all. I believe the person who said that this was the source said they figured it out by dowsing a map. So I'm going to do a more scientific approach. I'm going to take a rock hammer and get some of this quartz out, put it in a bucket, take it home and crush it and pan it, and see what I get. All right, I'll let you know. Alright, so I filled most of a bucket with chunks of the quartz from the veins on the side of this hill, and crush it up and pan it and see how it goes. I know putting it all in the same bucket isn't the most scientific way to go about this, but if there's no gold in it, then that tells me a lot. If there is gold in it, then I'll come back and take chunks of it and put them in separate buckets and try to figure out which vein specifically the gold is coming out of. Okay, I'm going to show you where I'm going to start prospecting today. So this is that cliff that has the quartz veins in it. If this is the source of the gold, then the gold will wash down that when it rains, come down this little wash here. Do fast forward sequence in the video. And right into this little creek that has lots of gravel. It has almost enough flow to run a sluice in. I'd have to dam it up a little bit. And so if that is the source of gold, then the gold should come down this hill into this creek and then wash down this way. So I'm going to look down this way. There's also, I just noticed, this culvert under here that is basically riffles. So I'm going to poke around in there, see if there's any material in there that might have some gold in it. I don't see any right now, but what a cool little experiment. Hello! I don't see any material in it. Okay, got the sluice set up the best I could. That's really not enough water to run a sluice. I could try to angle it a little more, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough. We'll try it and see. Definitely will classify the material. The slower the water is, the more classified the material has to be. So I'll classify the big stuff out. I think I'm going to start around this boulder right here, in front of it, sides of it, little gravel behind it. See how it goes. We just had a really good storm, maybe 7 inches of rain recently. That's a lot for Southern California, and it may have washed some fresh gold down. We'll see. Alright, the sluice isn't working, but I was trying to dig some dirt to build a dam, and then I would release the dam, let the water all out in a sudden rush to go down the sluice, and I decided to pan the dirt from there. And look at that piece of gold. It's not a picker, it's pretty small as a full-size pan, but that's a decent piece of gold right there. So I'm definitely going to keep working here. Alright, I have to make a correction. I went to get the snuffer bottle to suck up that quote-unquote piece of gold, and it was not gold. I think it probably was a piece of mica that was just stuck in a roughed up part of the pan, but it's no longer there. It survived several swishes of water. I'm surprised, but it's gone now. It's not gold. And look at all that mica in there. I don't know if you can see that glittering like I can, but a lot of mica here. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so I didn't find anything in the river. The sluice is definitely not working, not enough water flow. I'm gonna go back to the original plan and do a couple of pans out of this this gravel bar right here, because it is right at the bottom of the creek leading from the purported source of the gold. So if the source is farther up here, this creek would bring it down. This little wash would come down right here, they'd mix together and the gold would fall out. So gonna give it a shot. Maybe there's some ancient gold in there, not some storm gold. Nothing. That gravel bar was a bust. I know it was only one pan of classified dirt, but if a spot is really, really good, you should be getting at least a speck per pan. I might try over here. Bigger rock that looks like it's deeper, has been there longer, closer to the creek bed. See how that goes, and then I'll move over to the real Bautista Creek. I don't remember where I got this tool. It says Ames on it, but this thing is incredible. It's a pick, but it's also a shovel, so it's gonna be hard to demonstrate with one hand, but I could pick in here and then scoop stuff up and dump it in the pan. Pretty awesome tool. Yeah, so that sluice never did work out. I'm just gonna dump it because I wasn't finding any gold here anyway. Okay, I'm gonna walk down farther in this pipe. My flashlight on so you can see better. See maybe farther down. There's some material in the riffles. There's some material up here on the sides that might be worth testing. They got stuck in there during a storm. It's worth a shot. But there's nothing in there. Some more mud picked on here. It's really foul. I doubt there's anything in it. It only takes a minute to run a pan. So at each one of these seams, there's some mud. Here's even some expanding metal there. One more gold. No material in the riffles. Anything that came through here will be going right down there. Maybe right there at the bottom of the waterfall is a good spot to look. Nothing. Alright, so this area was a bust. It's beautiful. There are beautiful oak trees. There's manzanita in bloom right now. Bees buzzing. Water flowing, riffles down there that didn't have anything in them, but no gold. So what does that mean? Does it mean there's no gold in this creek? No, but I didn't find any today. Does it mean that that is not the source of the gold up there? No, but it means I didn't find any today. So I'm going to move over to the main Bautista Creek that this little creek flows into. The bees are attacking me, and I'll see you when I get over there. All right, I'm down on the actual Bautista Creek now. Plenty of water flowing for a sluice down here. And this spot has several things that are looking good. These tree roots right here. The bedrock over there. This gravel bar right here on the inside. Slight inside turn. Where this creek splits right here. There's a nice gravel bar there. Go down the other side. And you can see there's plenty of material building up on the back side of this tree. So lots of things to try, but it was a trek to get here. So I'll have to go back up and get the equipment and come back down again. I only have about an hour left. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, this is really tough hiking to get back up there. There's no way I'm gonna make it back up. Back down with equipment and then back up again in an hour. I'm gonna have to find a different spot for today. Maybe come back here in the future. Wow, these things are pokey. Okay, I'm here at the little parking lot at the GPAA claim at Bautista Creek, and deciding which way I'm going to go. I was not able to climb down that hill again and be home in time, so I came here where there's easy access. So just deciding where to go now. The water's coming across the road. That's plenty for a sluice. Last time I came here, I went up the creek and I got skunked. All the good spots, the tree roots, the boulders, the bedrock, they're all dug out already. I walked downstream a little bit, which is farther from the source of the gold, but if it's less worked up, might be a good spot to go. I saw some boulders and some trees down there, so I might just take a sluice, a shovel, and a classifier, a pan down there, and see what I can find. Alright, so this is my pared down equipment when I'm hiking through tough areas or a little farther. Got a classifier and a big pan, got a shovel and a pick, some gloves, a sniffer bottle, and there's a little shovel down there. What I didn't bring is extra buckets, extra shovels, and rock hammers. Big shovel, I'm not going to need that stuff. Alright, so this is a side creek bed off the main creek. You can hear the main creek over there. So this one will only fill up when there's flooding. And you can see somebody dug a bit of a hole there. People don't usually keep digging if they're not finding anything. So maybe there's something around here. That boulder looks loose, like maybe they knocked that out of there. But I could either continue digging that hole, or there's plenty of other big rocks around here. Maybe over in this area where it looks like water would slow down. Big boulder down there. Just gotta pick a spot now. Alright, I made that hole a bit bigger. Hit the water table there. Only got about a quarter of a bucket of dirt from it though. So I'll probably just pan that. Won't be worth it to run it through the sluice and clean up the sluice and everything. So probably just take it over to the creek and run it through a pan. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, last pan from that bucket dug under the boulder. Nothing. Not enough water flow, it's all clogged up down there.